Welcome to the Crimson Comedy Show! Welcome to the Crimson Comedy Show. I'm your host, Andy. Today we got a very special guest today. He's a comedian, a writer, a paid regular at the Comedy Store. Give it up for Saul Trujillo.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. Did I pronounce your last name right?
You did it. I mean, you said Trujillo.
I'm sorry.
No, you said honestly, it was fine. I've had people Trujillo not even try. I like it even if you miss. I like it when you try.
Listen, I'm third generation, so my Spanish is not good. I don't really know Spanish, so like, I've had a lot of guests on here with like very unique names.
Yeah.
And yours is very unique. I've never met anyone.
What's your last name?
My last name is Calderon. I'm whitewashed Mexican.
I mean, that's fine. I'm first generation, and it doesn't matter what you do first, second, third. If you do one thing to make Mexicans mad in any Mexicanly fashion, they're going to call you a pocho regardless.
Yeah, I have a bit about that, like how I don't speak Spanish. So that all my life they've gotten mad at me. People ask me for questions or directions.
Yeah.
And then immediately think I'm Indian or Arabic because I don't speak Spanish.
I could see you being ethically ambiguous, man. I couldn't tell at first, but yeah, man, it doesn't matter. Like that shit doesn't matter as long as you like represent who you're like, hey, I'm Mexican, I'm proud of that. That's all you go from there.
I was pretty much raised by my grandparents, but they only spoke Spanish to each other. Like around me or my siblings, like they would just like get quiet.
Oh, did they not even try to learn English?
No, they knew English, but I'm saying around us, they didn't speak Spanish at all. So
okay,
that's why I don't know Spanish barely. I barely know a little bit of Spanish. So
I probably was way more fluent as a youth. I spoke more Spanish than English, but then you start to make friends, white friends, and then actually third generation, fourth generation Mexicans who don't know how to speak Spanish. Then you're like, oh, this is all I got. So then I think I lost a lot of my capability, my fluency. But like I said, man, at this point, I've been like, I've been like a pretty big advocate about being Mexican, a Mexican American Chicano. And then like I did a podcast. You know Felipe Esparza?
Yes, I know him.
Do you know I did a podcast where I talk shit on Valentina, but I did it in the most vicious way, and it got an okay amount of likes. But then, bro, the amount of pocho no sabo was like, dog, it's a joke.
Listen, you're married to a white woman, right?
Yeah.
I'm married to a white woman.
Okay.
In our fridge, we have a bottle of mild Taco Bell sauce or hot sauce.
Same, dog. That's a white woman thing, though.
Hey, but I like hot sauce. Like right there, there's a Rick and Morty thing. My wife for Christmas bought me like a little gift with the different hot sauces on it. I like hot sauce, but she does the shopping, so I don't really go out and buy it. Like the other day I tried to buy Tapatio, but they didn't have like the decent size I wanted. It was either tiny or the big ass one, and I was just like, I don't need this much or this little, so I'm just gonna wait till they restock it.
You want to get the medium size?
Yeah, the one that looks like the man size.
Just right one.
I don't want to be at work with a tiny little cute one.
That's the type you bust out of a purse. You know what I mean?
As a kid, I used to like El Pato sauce, the little can.
El Pato's great.
You know what was crazy? Is like, why was that never bottled? It's always in the can. Like you always had to use the can opener. Has it ever been bottled, or am I tripping?
I don't think so. And for that sauce specifically, I never used it as salsa. I used it as enchilada sauce.
Yeah, same. We used to put them on like tacos or burritos and stuff like that. Like, but yeah, I've never had Valentina. Like, I'm not that Mexican at all.
Are you serious?
I've seen it at work. Somebody put it in the fridge.
Yeah, I've seen it at work.
It just sat there. Like nobody ate it. Like I work with a lot of Hispanics too, and it sat in the work fridge just collecting dust like an artifact.
Because actual Mexicans, the bottled sauce is just like a backup. It's just something if you don't have salsa in the fridge. And I would constantly have, my dad was a salsero. He fucking made salsa. He grew habaneros and jalapenos. So we constantly had fresh salsa in the fridge. So we had Tapatio, we had Valentina. That shit was all in the, that shit was there, but it just was it would expire because why would I My dad made salsa.
My grandma used to make this crazy chili. I don't know what it was called, but it was green, and she would cut up meat and put it in. So it was like I don't know what it was. It was her own little thing, but I didn't really eat it. You just start sweating, like
She just sounds like she's made a very chile verde. That's all.
something I don't know. But she would jar it, and it had like I think pork or some type of meat.
Yeah, that's chile verde.
Yeah, well, that's what it was. And she would make it during the holidays, and I would eat it, and just like you eat it with like one chip, and your mouth was like dying. So.
Oh, are you good with spice levels?
Yeah, I'm a fan of the show Hot Ones, right?
Yeah, it's a great show.
That inspired me. Me and my daughter, like we became fans of the show, and we were like, let's go out and try all the crazy wings at all these places. Listen, yes, they're hot, but they're not good. Like a lot of them taste like poison. Like I got that little gift. I got that little gift for Christmas.
Yeah.
I guarantee you one of them tastes like rat poison. Like
Yeah, you're not wrong.
it's uncomfortable because it's disgusting, not because it's too hot. It's just like this isn't delicious. I want delicious chili. So Tapatio is my go-to, or Frank's Red Hot sauce for wings.
Frank's Red Hots is good, dude. I put that on. I mix that a little bit of butter. That's like my go-to wing sauce.
I like to make buffalo chicken quesadillas, and you put that in there. Fucking bomb.
Amazing.
We used to have a quesadilla maker. It broke, but it was like
What's a quesadilla maker, man?
at Target.
Oh, shit.
It looks like a waffle maker, but you put the you just fold it like a quesadilla and just set it down, and the light turns green. You open it, it's a perfect quesadilla. Like I've been trying to find it again. They had it at Target for a while. I had it for years, and it just finally took a shit. And I'm sure I could find it on Amazon somewhere. But
is it just like a lazy man, so you don't got to turn on a stove or nothing?
Like you know how like depending on what pan you have, shit sticks or whatever. It's like in non-stick. All you do is you spray it with the non-stick. It's just a perfect griddle, perfect every time.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I love quesadillas, so that was my thing for a while. But I need to find
No, I love quesadillas, but there's a trashiness about a microwave quesadilla.
Oh yeah,
where it falls apart all over because it's soft on one side, and then you microwave it too much, and the cheese becomes too hard. There's some about that I miss. That I'm like, I don't do that anymore because I'm not a child. But I'm like, before I'd buy the quesadilla maker, I got a microwave at home. What the fuck am I doing? But I've now as a adult with money, I'm like, this seems like something like a type of investment.
Yeah, I microwave my quesadillas now ever since my shit broke. But I'll cook the tortilla on the thing first, and then I microwave it.
Oh, you gotta microwave it first, then tortilla in second, so you keep the crispiness.
I'm just lazy. Like I could do the pan and everything, and that's just dishes I gotta wash, and like I'm good.
Yeah, no, I understand. I understand completely. But this is interesting, man. The more and more I come into the Inland Empire, the more I'm running into like third generation, fourth generation Mexicans that don't speak Spanish, to where like the give a fuck about any of that, I guess that's gone from me, you know, because it's just because I'm first generation, and I go not even a little now. I'm like, what the fuck does it even matter?
Where are you from?
I'm originally from Stockton, California.
I know nothing about that.
That's
place.
okay. It's in the north.
I know it's like NorCal, right?
It's Central Valley, North Cal. It's about 45 minutes south of Sacramento. It's not a great town. It is considered one of the most violent cities in California. A lot of current day gangster rap, like really fire. Like these kids are talented, but they're talented because in California, what we used to be drawn as drill rap back in, like I love rap. So back in the day in New York, there was this guy, I forgot his fucking name, but he got implicated in a trial because he snitched on himself in rap lyrics.
That's like every one of them.
Yeah, but in California, you can pretty much say I killed my grandma, blah 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 blah, and that's not gonna go with you in court. In California, you can rap out whatever you want, and it will not be admissible in court.
How come you never turned out to be a rapper?
I'm one of the pussies from Stockton. I'm not one of the hardcore guys. I'm not your Nate Diaz's, your Nick Diaz's. That's like our biggest export.
Were any of your hometown friends like decent rappers or no?
No. One of my hometown friends were all fucking dweebs. I went to Catholic school. I'm paisa Mexican, man.
Yeah, my grandma was hardcore Catholic too.
Catholic.
Every time we left her house, she'd always give us the sign of the cross.
Yeah.
And as a kid, I never knew what it meant, but it was just nice and warm to feel from my grandma. You know, like I don't know, it was a warm gesture. You know.
It was like my family. Anytime we pass a church, even if it was like, you gotta hit it one time. You gotta make sure you let them know how I'm here. That's what it was, man. And so like as far as being, I was a pussy growing up, and I don't feel like I started to like become like a man until like my late 30s.
How old are you?
I'm 41.
Oh, I'm 37. We're about the same age.
Yeah.
You're like my brother's age.
Yeah.
87?
84.
Well, I'm tripping. My brother's 85. I forget. My
That's
sister's.
okay.
I'm 88. She's 87. Okay.
Yeah, my brother's 87.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm from Stockton. It's a tough town. It is there's not much to do, but you better believe like that doesn't mean I don't like everywhere I go. There's some people cop out from where I'm from. They go, I'm from Sacramento. I'm like, bitch, no, you're not. Fucking admit where you're from and then just be proud of that.
I heard it's cheap up there. Like
It's super
rent's like
cheap.
$600 a month.
It's hold on, no, it actually might be.
Well, I'm thinking Sacramento, not Stockton.
Sacramento. Actually, Stockton is one of the worst places to rent right now. It'd be better to buy. But why would you buy there? My mom owns a house there.
You don't want to retire or go out back out?
Nah, I don't want to retire and go back out.
Your family's still out there?
I got a mom who lives out there, and I love her to death. But like, I keep encouraging her to sell her house. I know it's important to like buy property and stuff, but it's like location. Like I love where I'm from, but I feel like as a person, I've grown past moving back and retiring there.
So like out there, how did you fall into comedy? Like, was there a comedy scene out there? Like everybody who did it would have to go to Sacramento. So I had to go to Sacramento. The first 5 years of my career is just cutting my teeth doing Sacramento mics, San Francisco mics, because that's about an hour 15, Oakland mics, and then just evolving from there and then creating within. That's like equivalent to me driving to LA from here.
Yeah,
like,
that would be the equivalent. Yeah,
I've done it. I hated it. The drive sucks.
The traffic is not as bad though. It took me 2.5 hours to get here from Hollywood. That's okay. But I'm saying the same mileage, it would take me an hour because there's not there's too many people in LA in Southern California.
Yeah, like the furthest I ever driven was the Comedy Store. Like that.
Yeah.
That one, it took me like 2.5 hours to get there, and then the way home, I left at like midnight, so I got home in like 45 minutes. Like,
Yeah. I could see myself retiring to the Inland Empire.
This is a beautiful place. Like where we're at right now.
Mm-hmm.
Don't dox us, but this is a nice area.
I definitely don't. I'm not going to dox you, but I give you the vague of where the region. Yeah. But I definitely want one of these towns is great. It reminds me of Stockton when I was a kid, when it wasn't as bad violence wise, and I was like, oh, this is kind of nice, you know?
Yeah, I like the worst we had here is like some lady was like cheating on her husband and he walked in on them on a date and shot her like not too far from here.
I mean,
I felt almost home again. Like I from the hood. I grew up in San Bernardino. Like
mm-hmm.
I lived in every ghetto in the IE. So like
okay.
I'm from the hood. Like my wife, she's white. She's grew up in like the nice areas close to here. And 1 year for her birthday, we went to LA to go to she wanted to go to a hip hop museum for her birthday. We're out there waiting to get in, and some ladies just shooting up right there. Some like homeless ladies shooting up on the park bench, and she just leaves her needle there. And then my wife's like, "Oh my God, go throw that away." I was like,
"Go throw that away."
I was like, "No, like what do you mean?" She's like, "Go throw it away. That's gross." I was like, "You want me to go touch a crack needle off of a park bench?" Like, no, like I'm not touching that. Like that just shows you she's not from the hood. She's never been around these type of people because. Even when we were walking around, we were killing time. We were walking around like, there's homeless people living in the tents. Yeah. All of a sudden, she wants to hold my hand. Like we've been together for like 20 years. Like that's been out the window, Like yeah. That's occasionally I'll get a holding my hand. But like I felt like a fucking man out there. Like I'm gonna protect you out here. But honestly, I was fucking scared.
Yeah, no, keep that energy with her going. But understand that. I mean, y'all were in Hollywood. Where were you at?
Yeah, it was at the old Amoeba Records.
Yeah, I know the exact location.
They turned it into I guess I don't know if it was a pop-in, but at the time when we went, it was an art museum or something. But I remember Amoeba. I used to go out there to buy records, and I've seen concerts inside there.
Not to say that it doesn't have crime, but it's more unfortunate because definitely keep the same energy of being the big brave man, but it's just more that. It's more people downtrodden.
I love LA and Hollywood. Yeah. I like metal. I'm into I used to listen to punk and metal, and I used to go to.
I still do.
I used to go to Hollywood all the time for concerts. I would go to the Whiskey, the Rainbow Bar, there's a few other ones out there, like little small spots I went into, but mostly the Whiskey was or the old, it's not there anymore, but the old House of Blues on Sunset.
Yeah, I remember that, yeah.
So yeah, I'm more familiar with Hollywood and Sunset than actual LA. Like I've been to Dodger games and I've been to random, what pisses me off? Every day there's a new restaurant on TikTok. My wife's like, oh, we gotta go try this. Like LA has really good food out there. Like there's pop-ups everywhere. Like out here, there's really not much to eat out here. Like right here is Jack in the Box and Del Taco.
I'm sure there is, but you got to go and look for it.
Yeah.
In LA, good food just falls into your lap.
LA street dogs are bomb.
LA street dogs are bomb. And
right
then
after concerts, how?
yeah, I mean, there's a hot dog lady that's in the front of the Comedy Store that I'm trying to avoid.
I always, every time I'm out there, I've been going there since high school to the Sunset for concerts.
Mm-hmm.
We always went to In-N-Out right there on Sunset.
Oh yeah.
I ran into Bobby Lee one time when I was there.
Yeah.
I was like maybe 16 or 17 in high school, and me and my friend were eating there, and he came and sat with us randomly by himself. He's like, "Do you mind if I sit with you?" And then I was like, "Yeah." And then this was before his whole podcast and everything.
It's probably like Mad TV or something
this is
like
after
that.
Mad TV.
After Mad TV.
Like the in between. So like I knew it was him. My friend knew it was him. We've been fans, and we let him sit with us. We didn't care. And then he ate, and then he got into like someone picked him up in a car, like a nice like SUV, and then he left. And I was just like, "Was that Bobby Lee?" And he's like, he was wearing a beanie like he always does, but he was just quiet. And I was just like, we were just chilling. But yeah, it's a random story. Like he sat with us at In-N-Out in Hollywood. Like
yeah, that's that, and I like Bobby. He's always been super sweet, and it's weird being a fan. Like I've loved Mad TV, and I loved it. I loved his stand up, and now just like wow, like that's just Bobby. He'll do something weird. He'll do something.
That's why I don't get starstruck. Like I've met famous comics doing this, and like I'm not like. I don't, not that people just be like, oh my God, look at him. It's like, we're people, you know.
You're
like,
perfect for stand up then, because man, I was in a green room at the mothership, and one of my buddies, God bless him, we were fucking Tim Dillon was eating pizza with us.
Shout out Tim Dillon.
Yeah, shout out Tim Dillon, and then Ron White was there smoking cigars, just chopping it up, trying to be a regular person, and my homie. He fucking goes up to Ron all drunk. He's like, brother, I just let you know tater salad changed my life. And I was like, dog, what are you doing?
Yeah,
what are you doing right
now? The blue collar comedy was one of the first, like, my parents were cool. They would let us watch whatever. And that was like one of the, like, that was when Kings of Comedy came out, blue collar comedy. Mm-hmm. Like, he stood out the best. He was the best.
Yeah, but you'd figure that as a comic in his brain, you think he just wants to be, he thinks he's in a room full of comics and they're going to talk about everyday life. But what they probably don't want is you to go, I love the thing that every fan will tell you that I love, versus like, hey, nice shoes. Because before that, we were like, I was complimenting. I was like, hey, that's nice. Where'd you get those shoes? And he was having a regular guy conversation. And then it just get fucking, it was a record scratch. I love tater salad. It's like, oh man, way to fucking fuck the conversation up.
Is your friend a comic?
Yeah.
Is he still a comic?
He's still a comic. I love him to death, and he was drunk. That's all.
Oh yeah, I probably might have done something if I was drunk too. But
later on that night, he almost started a fight with some college kid at Pete Terry's. It's a burger place, and I was like, we're gonna get fucked up because of this fool.
How is the mothership? Is it cool or no?
It's great. It's one of the best clubs in the country. It deserves all the hype it gets.
Is it big or is it small? Or is it like the Comedy Store? Like it's
Comedy Store is bigger.
The Comedy Store is bigger than? Oh, the geez, it must be tiny.
It's not that tiny. It's just it's just the Comedy Store has more space, and it's also more welcoming to comics. And this is not to shit on the mothership in any way, but I mean it's got Papa Rogan. You know, it's got Rogan as their number one guy. So I don't know what the security like situation is, but I know that at the store, open micers,
you just walk around.
Yeah. Young comics, you can sit in the back. If you're homies with a paid regular, like if we're at the Comedy Store right now, hey, come with me. Let's go to Sacred Ground. It's a spot that you are not welcome in without like someone like myself or an employee as a guest. There is no sacred ground at the store. I mean, there's Mitzi's, the bar. There's a bar area, but even that feels kind of exclusive to like not all open micers. As far as the store goes, how open it is to comics is what feels like home, so welcoming. And I don't really feel that at the mothership. Then again, I've only been like 3 times where I've felt it because I still get spots in the little room. So I'll get spots there. But it's like if I would have brought a homie with me, you can't. It's not.
Yeah, they won't let
open.
you in.
Yeah, it's not. Who are you? Get out of here.
Yeah, because well, obviously like because of Rogan, like, and then like. There's a lot of people who don't like those people, so like security is obviously tight. But also the Comedy Stores had shootings and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So like when I went to the Comedy Store once for Saturday night, I didn't get called, and I was just walked before the show. I was there early, and I was walking around, and nobody even stopped me. Like I was like just looking at the rooms, looking at all the pictures, and so yeah, I understand what you're saying. Like nobody was like, hey, who are you? Why are you here? You know, like I was free to just walk around, and it was cool that the Comedy Stores, like famous comics are just hanging out. on the patio like everybody else. So.
I'm not sure if the security at the mothership has caught. I know a lot of them are like MMA guys and shit.
Don't fuck with them.
Yeah, don't fuck with them. And I'm not sure if they're also trying to do comedy, which would definitely. I love the fact that our security doesn't. They don't give a fuck about stand up.
Well, the security is also comics, right?
No. Not at the store.
There's actual security there? Okay.
Yeah, no. They're regular people. They're not MMA fighters. They're just like a regular jacked Mexican dude, a regular giant white dude, a couple of tiny Mexican lesbian ladies. Like those are the ones you gotta be scared of the most. Those are like on the prowl. But they're not like I think I'm not sure, but I feel like I don't think if you're gonna get a security guard, they shouldn't try to be doing comedy because that would influence. In some things, I'm not sure, but I hear some of them are comics.
You used to be a store employee, right?
I used to be a door guy.
When was this? What year was this?
Man. So when everybody migrated to Austin, shouts out to everybody who migrated to Austin. Shouts out to the pandemic.
The job's open for the Mexicans.
Yes, 100%. So as soon as the door guys left, that's when I came in, and like me, other comedian by the name of Dave Waite, he was kind of already there, like a bunch of other comics, and then from there, it's like I hit the ground running.
When did you move out here? Like right as the
2019.
So just before the pandemic?
I lived in my car for a year.
Hey, I've been there, done that. I've been homeless a few times. Been there, done that. So like,
I wouldn't say homeless. I would say homeless by choice, by trade. Because if I wanted to, I could give up and go home.
So what made you take that leap? You just decided I'm gonna just fuck this area. I'm gonna go to LA. Like
I was 34. I had hit the ceiling as far as how far I was gonna go in the Bay, and as far as I was gonna go in Sacramento. I had to make the choice. I was like, do I want to continue to do something that's very difficult, which is competing in Los Angeles, trying to get stage time in Los Angeles, trying to get a manager, trying to get all this shit, trying to like write TV shows, the dream, like the thing that we're all doing it for? Or am I going to stay here and be this road dog, be this potential lazy comic who doesn't write? I'm not trying to call people who stay. I'm not. No, but there's some guys that I'm using it as an example in my head. I'm like, I can't be this guy. I can't be this guy. And it just because they'll never leave the comfort of where they're from, or it's just something's holding them back, or they end up like going on the road just to do drugs and cheat on their wife. And it's just like no, like I need dreams and aspirations.
So like when you came out here, did you know anybody? Did you make connections?
Yeah, I had this buddy by the name of Steve Fury who was a door guy, and God bless him, man. I owe this guy a lot. He came back because he's from Sacramento. We started together. And when he was a door guy at the Comedy Store early on, he told all of them in the friend group, hey, man, move to L.A. I'll give you the blueprint on how to become a door guy, how to move and shake in L.A., how to move. And nobody took him on that offer except like myself. Yeah, I was like, all right, fuck it, bet. And then he helped me all the way through. Like when he was on the road, he let me stay in his apartment, because he lived in, he would have probably let me stay in his apartment if it was like a regular apartment, but he had a shoebox. He had like a shoebox he was paying like less than $1,000 a month for. There was some nights, bro, but it was like, I got to go back to the car. That's how small
you were more comfortable in your car.
Yeah, like, I gotta go back to the car. This is crazy. I'm gonna hang myself in here. This is crazy.
That's like New York. Like they rent out like closets for like $2,000 a month.
It was almost like that. You had enough room to like do push-ups or something. I don't know. But yeah, and then I lived in my car while I was working at a coffee shop, going to Kill Tony, because Kill Tony was there back then. I think I got on once, episode 420. And then doing all the proper measures like going to potluck, going to the Hollywood Improv open mic, just doing all this shit. Really it sucked. It sucked. Like being away from my fiance, was like my wife, being away from my family. Did you guys
meet where you're from?
Yeah, we met where I'm from.
Okay, I thought you met her out here doing comedy.
Fuck no. She's a normal lady.
That's good. You met her before you popped off, Like,
yeah.
True love.
Yeah. I met her at a wedding. Yeah, because I'm an impulse person. So I have a gambling addict. I'm fat. I fucking love drugs. So it's like
I never got into drugs, but I like beer though.
Yeah, no, it's drugs. It's
find narcotics, okay?
I'm kidding, man. But it's an impulse. It's something that you like. So I love drugs. I love fucking gambling, and I love all this shit. So back then, when I was meeting her, when I met her, I was a crazy gambling addict. I would do anything for like any show $40, $30. My friend who was getting married, she was like, do you want to MC my wedding for $250? I was like, yeah,
That's
I
gold.
want to do that.
That's a good night right there.
And one of her bridesmaids, I'll never forget, my wife, she was like this, you can't call them, she was a torta, but she's white. So she's like, she was just like this fucking Melissa McCarthy energy, just drunk and loud. And I was like, I like her. And I messaged her on Facebook like a week later, and then we were chopping it up for a while. And I think at one point, because she was so hurt by like dudes from the past that she just didn't want a relationship. So I gave up, and I had a podcast at the time. I was like, hey man, remember that? Cause I told him about like, I was talking to my co-host about my love life. Cause like, I'm a pretty open book. And I told like that girl, I was like, I gave up. Like, I'm done trying to pursue her. He's like, for real? I was like, yeah, man, I'm just going to stick to
That's when they want you, is once you give up.
He heard the podcast. And then she started to holler.
That's funny. That's what most girls, they just want to be chased. That's typical. They want to be wanted.
Yeah. She heard the podcast and she was like, all right. And then she started chasing me, and I was like, oh, this is weird. But then like we ended up working out.
So how long you guys been together now?
We've been together since 2016. We're going next year. 2017. 2017 is about 9 years.
How did you convince her to move out here with you? Like, was she hesitant at first or what?
No, I think she also wanted more, and she wants a family and stuff. Like, and she just wanted like something that wasn't Sacramento. So I gave her the option. I was like, you can move with my mom in Stockton for like a year while I move to LA and sort of save up there and work at getting in all the clubs. So she moved with my mom in Stockton for a year.
How did that work out?
It's fine. It's fine. It worked out okay. My mom and her have a really good relationship.
That's good.
Yeah, because like my mom is kind of like passive, and like because my dad was like the domineering, like he's the one who like called the shots. So my mom's passive, and my wife's not that way. So like when they were together, my wife's like, come on, let's go do something.
She kept her company, right? People like, you don't want to be lonely, because that's when like depression happens and your health declines. So like,
yeah, you definitely don't want to be lonely. So and then I got my shit together here, and then we got a studio like a year and a half into her living with my mom. So the studio, and then we got a 1-bedroom. Now we're at a 1-bedroom. Now we want to get to a fucking house.
You trying to buy a house in LA?
I'm not buying a house in LA. We're going to go rent a house in LA.
Why don't you go to OC? Or actually, OC is probably more expensive.
I'm thinking the Valley, man. Go a little north. Go a little up in north. It gets a little ghetto in North Hollywood, but it's fine.
I had family that used to work in North Hollywood. They worked at a storage unit.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Listen, you could live there. If you worked there, you lived there. You lived above the storage unit. And I don't remember where it was, but across the street was a strip club. I don't know which strip club it was. Deja Vu. And they would do like bikini car washes or naked car washes. And from the balcony of the storage unit, you could see over the fence and see the ladies. So you could get like bird's eye view
of perverts.
Hey, people would pull up in vans and shit.
Yeah. Stuff to really hard to wash. You're gonna need a boost up here.
Yeah, that would be cool. But a bikini car wash or whatever, like that's random. Like it's probably like $90 or whatever. But
I haven't heard of a bikini car wash in like fucking 10 years.
It sounds like something out of the movies, but it's Hollywood, so yeah.
Yeah. So especially it's a strip club more than just Hollywood. Yeah. I'm sure they should have more bikini car washes.
Hollywood, but I have a question. Have you ever had any like bad shows where like shit went off or like fights broke out or anything like that?
Yeah, I mean coming from the area that I've come from. So I've been challenged to fight. So I was at an open mic at this shady hotel mic. It's a Clarion Inn in Modesto, California. So it's pretty much this giant banquet room. You could fit like a lot of people in there, but to the mic, there'd be like 20 comics and 10 audience members, you know? So
typical open mic.
Yeah, so it'd be the 10. They were fine, but then this guy comes in with like state like county jail pants, no shirt, trying to order a drink.
Fresh out.
But he wasn't like very intimidating. It was like this skinny, lanky dude who just got fresh out of jail. And then I'm just doing my shit, and he just starts like talking shit from the back, just trying to like, fuck you, fat boy, I'll fuck you up. I just got out. And he's got and I knew that I had a good set of like homies when I was like I was like, do I talk shit back? I see to my left, I got my white homie Jason. He's got a mug. He's got a mug, and then my Mexican homie to the left, Nick, to the other side. Nick has a bottle, 2 bottles like that. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna talk shit. So I was just talking shit, and I just see these two ready. He left, he got kicked out, but I just see my boys ready to just break bottles and break shit. I was like, okay, this is. So now it's about having that type of confidence now, which I do have now, but like no friends to the side.
I've never had like hecklers or anybody try to step to me, but like I've almost gotten a fight at a comedy show as a guest.
Well, were you a paying show or just a show you were there?
I went. Okay, my first ever comedy show I ever went to.
Okay.
I went to go see Felipe Esparza.
What the fuck?
This was back in like 2014. Like
okay.
A long time. Like
he kind of barely won Last Comic Standing.
His Netflix special was barely on Netflix. Like his first one.
Yeah. That's the Last Comic Standing one. Yeah.
So I went to the old Brea Improv. I don't know if you've ever been to the Brea Improv.
I've been to the Brea. I've never been to the old one.
Well, I heard it moved a few times, but down the street on the same block, like a few blocks away, was the old one. It was more smaller, like Ontario, like more intimate.
Yeah.
And we were there. I was there with my wife. It was my birthday. I was like 25 or something, and we sat as front row. Like I got to like be right there. And then there's always one drunk, obnoxious group or something.
Of course.
And his crowds are always fucking crazy. I've been to 2 of his shows, and they're always fucking crazy. But we were sitting front row, and I'm drinking. It's my birthday. I don't give a fuck, like I'm trying to get drunk. And then like this crowd behind was being obnoxious. There was like some cholo and there's like a bunch of girls and
flaming hot Cheeto trash.
Just being loud and obnoxious, right? And I would it's up front, it's dark, you can't see shit, the lights are on, so like to get the waitress's attention, you gotta like look back and like, so I would kept looking back and he thought I was like mean mugging him or some shit.
Fuck.
And he's like, hey, what the fuck you keep looking at, eh? And I was like, I'm trying to order a beer, like, and his girl was like, Ernesto, no, like, like trying to like.
Fucking wow.
She was holding him back, like he was gonna do something, and I was like, "Well, I'm trying to get the waitress's attention. Like, I'm not looking at you. Like, yeah, you're being obnoxious." I think it's because every comic that went on was shitting on that group, because they were just being obnoxious and interrupted, whatever.
So they became insecure.
Yeah. So he was the only dude. The rest was all girls, and I was like, "Fool, I'm good." Like I was trying to like give him dabs, and he just like left me hanging. I was like, "Whatever, fuck it." And Felipe was on stage during that time, and he looked at us and like he just brushed it off. And then later I went to the restroom. That same dude was in the restroom. He didn't say a fucking word to me. He was just trying to act like tough in front of his lady and shit like that. But I was just like, "What the fuck?" And then eventually the waitress came to bring me a drink. But I was literally just trying to order a drink. Like no one was giving you dirty looks or anything like that, but he was just trying to act hard in front of his lady. But like
that sounds pretty tame though. That sounds like a pretty tame interaction though.
That was my first comedy show experience.
Would you have fought him though?
If he threw down, like I'm gonna.
Can you fight?
I guess, like like I'll defend myself, but I'm not.
Yeah.
This dude he looked just like me. Like we were like 1-on-1. It's not like he was some big buff dude. Yeah. He was some fat bald dude, So like, I could have went toe to toe with him, but like I said, that wasn't the intention. I'm here to have a good time.
Yeah, of course.
And there's always someone that ruins it, But that was my first experience. I hadn't seen comedy. That was the first show I went to, and I told people about it. And they're like, "Yeah, comedy shows are ghetto." So in my head, I was just like, "Oh, okay, maybe I shouldn't go anymore."
Comedy shows aren't ghetto, and this is gonna make me seem like I'm against my own race. But if you get a crowd full of Mexicans and you get them together, I mean, we love to have a good time, bro. We love to get fucked up. We're out here. Maybe it might be the only time we get a babysitter. Maybe we had a hard day at work. But, dog, I have done some just strictly Mexican shows where I feel it. I understand that this might be whatever, etc. Or the shit that they see online. They see Rene Vaca. They see all these comics that do crowd work, that do that game show stuff. And then they go, that's how all of them work. And you go, no, dog.
What I feel is that like comedy clubs need to have real security. Like that club that night, just door guy, comic staff. Like
that's usually how a lot of improvs are, though.
Yeah. So like what I feel is like they need to have real security. Like honestly, he should have been thrown out because the whole group was being interrupted. Every comic, what was funny was there that night. He was I forget his name, but he was on what's that show called? I'm having a brain fart.
That's okay.
He's a white dude. He was in Joe Dirt. He played like the scientist. He was in Jerry Seinfeld, the show. He played Jerry Seinfeld's cousin.
Okay, I'm trying to remember, but it's irrelevant. It's fine.
He was an old white dude, but he was talking shit on them. I think he's the one who got them fired up because
Yeah.
like they were being interruptive, and he would he fucked his set and said, "Fuck you, I'm gonna shit on you guys."
Yeah.
Like, so I think he fired them up. So then once Felipe come on, they were heated already. Like they were.
Yeah, because here's the thing. It was probably being irritated because like, hey, I got some stuff I wrote. I want to talk about some shit that I wrote. I don't want to have to fucking deal with drunks.
Yeah, I had a show one time where every time I did a joke, some lady kept raising her hand and asking if that was true or not. I'm like, I ignored her for the longest time. She just kept, like, we were in class, she kept raising her hand. And then eventually I was like, yes. She's like, did that really happen? I was like, what the fuck? Like, yes, lady, that's a true story. But like, what are you doing? Like, some people just want attention, you know, like they want to be a part of the show, you know.
Yeah.
Now, like you said, that people have been doing crowd work lately. Now everyone thinks, let's be a part of the show. I can be in a clip or whatever like that.
Because social media, it works best with chisme. Social media works best with reactionary shit. Like I'll post a clip about my thought of like me and my wife go dating, or me, and nobody gives a fuck about that. They want to see someone throw a beer at me.
But if you talk shit about chili, all of a sudden.
Yeah, if you talk shit about chili, you don't give a fuck about my nuanced anti-ice joke. You don't give a fuck about that.
Can I tell you something that'll probably piss off Mexicans? I do this all the time to authentic Mexicans. I always tell people like, oh, I'm hungry. I'm about to go eat some authentic Mexican food. I'm gonna go to Alberto's, and people get mad. They're like, fuck Alberto's. That's not authentic Mexican food. But I like Alberto's. Their carne asada fries are bomb. Their fucking carne asada burritos.
Yeah, they're good.
There's one by my work. They made a carne asada hot Cheeto burrito. It was hot Cheetos, nacho cheese, and carne asada. That thing was fucking amazing. It was only that spot that did that shit.
Yeah, man. But it's like drunks and lower demographic people go. That's like their like that's Alberto's, and it's quick, fast food.
Do you think King Taco's overrated?
Never been.
It fucking sucks. There's one in Baldwin Park. I think that's the main one.
Yeah, I've never been. I don't know.
It sucks. And there's one out here. It sucks.
I think it's very funny that because honestly, I've gotten some burritos from Alberto's with straight gristle, and you're just like, King Taco sucks. I was like, is worse than Alberto?
Hey, as I said, I told you it was gonna cause controversy.
No, controversy. I just want to see. Yeah.
I like Alberto's because for one, they're closer to me and they're everywhere.
Okay, we got convenience.
And they have good breakfast burritos. I love breakfast burritos. I also like Tam's breakfast burritos. Have you ever been to Tam's?
No.
There's some out here. I don't know if there's any out that way, but it's just like those local burger shops. They're like, it's a Mexican burger shop / burrito.
It was
place.
black.
Tams?
Yeah.
Well,
I was at the Super Bowl with Kendrick fucking, so in my head I'm like, oh, that's like a black burger place.
Well, I've only seen Mexican people there, the ones near here, so unless there's some in LA that I don't know about.
Nah, it's whatever the neighborhood is. I just think it's very funny. But I just remember Tams being in the Super Bowl with Kendrick. Well,
the local spots around here, we have one out here and one another city over.
Yeah.
They make bomb burgers, the bomb fries, the homemade ranch or like the house ranch, fucking amazing. Like their breakfast burritos are bomb. It's fucking great.
I'm a little wary of like those types of burger shacks. They're like burger shacks.
Burger Shack sucks. The ones from LA?
Oh, there's a no, that's a Shake Shack.
Oh yeah, I don't like that.
But I'm just that place ain't great. But I'm just talking about little like Tams, like Burger Factory, like all these little mom and pop shop that use fucking cafeteria crinkle cut fries.
There's one out here that does it, but Tams does not do that. They have whole cut fries.
Whole cut fries.
Yes, and it's fucking amazing. I'm telling you, with the ranch.
Oh man.
Me and my wife went a few times because they serve breakfast, and I'm like, fuck that, I'm getting a burger right now. Burger and fries at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, it just feels like a burger I can make at home.
What's a good place to eat in Sacramento? Was there anything like, was there a staple out there? Like,
as far as Sacramento goes, I don't know, but
I mean, I'm sorry, Stockton.
Okay. No, Stockton. Stockton had some pretty good burger places. It's almost close to a Tams. There's this place called the Main Street Inn that was just like, it's pretty much a Tams. It was just like you order through a bulletproof glass. And then you order the burger. Yeah, it was great. And I remember loving that, the East Main Drive-In. That was fucking phenomenal. But Stockton's very much an in-and-out town.
Oh hell yeah, I love
In-N-Out. You know what I mean? Everybody congregates at the In-N-Out.
I'm saying every concert or comedy show I've ever been to, that's for the treat. I don't like eating at the comedy clubs. I'll drink there, but I'm gonna go eat at In-N-Out after. Like
you shouldn't eat at the comedy clubs. Comedy club food's terrible. Unless you get it for free, there's no way I'm not buying chicken strips from here. What the fuck?
Can I tell you a story I've never told anyone before besides my friend?
Yeah.
I was doing a show at a comedy club one time. I'm not gonna say the name,
Okay.
but I was waiting. I was on deck, ready to go on, and I was sitting there just getting in my zone. I like to stretch it out, whatever, just
Okay.
get in my head, right? And I was sitting there, and I look at the wall, and there was a fat fucking roach just chilling on the wall, like a big fucking roach just sitting there. And I was just like, holy shit, like. I don't want to put the place on spot, but that was fucking gross. And if I ever went back there, I would never eat or drink anything from that fucking place.
My wife works in. She used to work in extermination. Like she used to work like on phones for when people would come in. She tried to collect their debt. She said that every fucking commercial building has pests, and then that includes like a comedy club. Like it includes. If they tell you they don't have pests, they're lying. Because if they don't have consistent fucking pest control care, the roaches are gonna go crazy.
The Ontario Mills, I got an argument with a friend about this, but the Ontario Mills, they had a rat in the food court.
Yeah,
It was just running around, and
100%.
and there was videos of people just screaming and running like it was a shooting. They're running, and some random like Asian goth girl just went up and grabbed it. And she was like holding it, and people were like, "Is that your pet?" She's like, "No."
What the fuck?
She just some girl holding a Hot Topic bag just picked up this rat because she thought people were gonna kill it. But me and my friend got an argument about it. I was like, he's like, "No, that was her pet." I was like, "No, that she admits in the video this is not my pet. Like she found the rat and didn't want anybody to hurt it, but like they portrayed it as it was just her pet because they didn't want to look bad." But that's not the only video of the rats at the Ontario Mills. Like there's another video of a rat like in the Raptors just hanging out up there. But honestly, when you have food and all this foot traffic and shit like that, like they're bound to be there, you know? Like
warmth and places to hide, and just you're gonna get pests. And we're lucky that we live in a society where, I mean, aside from New York, because New York is just everybody's on stacked on top of each other, so you see literally rats everywhere. But like in a society where one rat in a mall, one tiny rat in a fucking
New York,
mall.
like that's a Tuesday, motherfucker.
Give a fuck. But it's because it's a small town mentality, like Ontario. Like, oh my
I
god.
remember my brother's a big dude, right? He's fucking big motherfucker. He's hardcore or whatever, right? One time when I was little, like we lived in this house in San Bernardino,
Yeah.
and a mouse or a rat got in our house, and it was underneath because there was like an open field by our house, whatever.
Yeah.
But a mouse or something got in our house, and it was like underneath the couch, and we were trying to get it, and I remember it ran and like touched his foot, and he screamed like a little bitch. Like,
Wow.
Until this day, like I said, he's a big motherfucker. I'm like, remember that time that mouse touched your toes and you fucking cried like a little bitch?
Fuck.
But
we were so used to pests around. I grew up with roaches and bed bugs
Same.
and mice and rats, and we hated rats. We hated mice. So we pretty much treated like rats and mice like how the mob treats their rats and mice. My brother and I would go, and this guy, I'm surprised we didn't come off to become serial killers. We would hunt the mice in the house because who else was going to do
With
it?
what? What did you use?
Just
A hammer?
hands and a bag. So we'd grab a couple mice, especially like we find out one of them got pregnant and they're in the dog food and shit. You're like, fuck, okay. So you grab them and then we take them out to the field and we get a bat, we throw it up in the air and fucking clank. And then we just see these motherfuckers fly.
That's crazy.
It's terrifying. But and to think about it now, I was like, what the fuck was that? Because it's just fun as a kid, like kill these pests.
That's how they say serial killers start.
I mean, we'll see. 41. Knock on wood.
No, but yeah, I grew up poor. I've lived with roaches and shit. We've had a couple rats in our houses, but never like nothing crazy though. But
I remember roaches going into my mouth.
oh,
Yeah, it sucked.
Hey,
You sleep on the couch with your fucking mouth open.
They're in your-
fucking in.
they're in your cereal and shit in the morning.
They were in my beans, and then I fucking, because it looks like a bean, so I fucking ate it, and then you hear a crunch that's not a bean, and it's full table. I had the choice of like being dramatic. I just went right back. That's the first and only time I've ever eaten a roach.
That's gross. Like they say the average person eats like 7 spiders, but the average Mexican eats like 7 roaches.
17 roaches, man, and 9 of them by not choice. The rest, you're eating them as a warning for the others.
Yeah, like I said, I grew up around that shit. I'm glad like I don't experience that anymore. But, like my kids would probably freak. Like we had we get water bugs, right? Like the bigger roaches, right? In our garage sometimes.
Okay.
My daughter was like, "Hey, Dad, there's like a roach emoji bug in our garage."
Roach emoji bug.
She sent
You
me
mean a roach?
She sent me in the text. She's like, "There's a roach emoji bug in our garage."
Cute.
My oldest, she's 17, but like just the innocence of her, like I grew up from that. I've been around that, and then just water bugs that come on the summertime. There was just one in our garage randomly, and then she just told me that, and I was just like, wow, like the roach emoji bug. I was like, we had plenty of roach emoji bugs back in our fucking day.
It's great that you can provide them to be kind of soft.
That's why I have a joke about this. I tell my wife's white, so
Mhm.
our kids are raised soft because she has to practice gentle parenting. I'm like, shit. Back in my day, we fucked around and found out, like.
Yeah, you got your ass beat. You got mentally. I got the mental and the physical. But you could like I used to like as a teenager, as like a young adult. You're like, man, fucking, I was abused. I was like, shut up.
Hey, but I'm grateful for every beating because it made.
What the fuck?
Hey, it made me stronger. Like I'm not a pussy. Like these kids now, like I said, they have it so easy now. Like they don't know the real world. Like I try to teach my daughters shit. Like I try to be tougher on my daughters. My wife's like, you gotta be more gentle. I'm like, the world ain't fucking gentle. So like I have a bit about this where I talk about how I'm like, you ever get your ass beat for getting hurt? I used to get my ass beat for getting hurt, like just to inconvenience my mom.
Yeah, it's great as far as jokes goes, but as for your own mental situation, I gotta go back and go, why the fuck would I hit me there? And a lot of times it's like it wasn't a great reason. You just go, oh, but then like I'll tell you, like my dad when he was a kid, he would run away from home when he did something bad. So he lived in Mexico. He lived in like a suburb of like a not a suburb, but like a part of Mexico City, a borough of Mexico City. He was born in Toluca, but like his land in a little borough of Mexico City. So there's nothing but like fucking. He said there was like nothing but corn and like veg, just shit they were growing. So when he was bad one time, he said that he didn't want to get hit because he would get hit. My grandma would fuck him up. So it's a Mexican beating. So he ran away from home. And then before he got too far, within earshot, my grandmother said, run into the wilderness.
Never come back.
Where the devil is going to get you. He's going to take your soul and drag you down to hell. He said, you can come and get this beating or you can have the devil take you to hell. And that's the man who raised me. So it's a trickle down effect of abuse. So I was like, I'm lucky I only got like a belt beating because that motherfucker got me or the devil beatings.
I've like never hit my kids, maybe a spank on the bottom a few times, but like they have girls. If I had a son, I'd be making them do push-ups and shit, but
like shit, the double standard.
Yeah, I have 2 daughters, so like it's hard to like the worst I could do is take away their phones or their iPads, like.
And that's probably abuse.
But they're good kids though. They listen for the most part, like.
I mean, yeah. You said 117.
I have 17 and 7.
So yeah, they're gonna have their own little tantrums or. Yeah.
I've been blessed. They're like both good kids, and
good.
Like I haven't had to deal with nothing major, but like yeah, I wish I had a son, but it's never gonna happen. I got my balls clipped, so.
You got clipped?
Yep.
Fuck. How long ago?
Like 3 years ago. I have a bit about that too.
Shit.
Well, so what happened was both of our kids are 10 years apart, right?
Mm-hmm.
My wife had a few miscarriages in between, and then we had the second one 10 years later, and then she had another one, and it's just like it fucks with them, it broke her down. And
yeah, of course.
The last one that she had, it was bad. Like she had to go to the hospital, and like I thought she was gonna die. Like it was bad.
Whoa.
So I was like, you know what, fuck that. Like I'm gonna go get my fucking balls clipped, and I went. It was horrible, but
it's like, what are you gonna wear a condom now? What the fuck? No, you're married. What the hell?
Yeah, well, I did it because I didn't want her to go through that again.
Of course not.
It was a bad experience.
Those are the alternatives.
Yeah, it was either her get her tubes tied, but then it's harder for.
It's harder, yeah.
If she would have got it done at the last birth, yes, it would have been easier. But she was going to, but then she backed out. Like she didn't want to. But then, like I said, when she had the final miscarriage, I was just like, I'm not gonna put her through this shit because it was scary. Like. I thought she was just bleeding out, and we were in the hospital. They didn't even give a fuck. Like she was just bleeding all over herself in the waiting room. Like, and then they finally took her to the room, and then it looked like fucking the episode of Saul. Like
shit.
Like in the Saw first movie, just blood everywhere, and like because they put her in a room, there's like a shower, and they had to like hose the whole ground. It was fucking.
Oh my god.
It was a horrible experience. I shouldn't even be talking about this.
No, it's fine. But like, just
that was a nightmare, and I was just like, after that, I was like, I signed up. I had to go take a class. I was like the youngest dude in there. There's a bunch of old dudes, like gray-haired old man. I'm like, you're still getting pussy, like.
Yeah.
The Blue Chew still got us going.
Blue Chew still got you going, and you don't want none of that fucking potential autism come out there. Because apparently the older you get, like the more you have kids. Like right now, like because me and my wife, we were trying to have kids for by trying, I mean we were just having sex. We didn't try any. We weren't like trying any extra stuff. It just never went. It never went. And
It's really hard to get pregnant. It's not easy. Like people think it's easy. It's not.
well, it's hard if you're an idiot. I mean, it's easy if you're an idiot. I always feel like the stupidest people in the world have so many kids.
One night stands and then they get pregnant.
Just baby daddies and baby mamas. Like half of them motherfuckers. I was like, you're just fertile and stupid as hell.
Because like I said, between kids, we never used condoms or anything like that.
Yeah.
And she had a few miscarriages, yes, but then like it took a whole 10 years for her to get pregnant finally. Like, you know, so like I said, it's not. You think you just one time and they're pregnant. It's not.
No,
like
it's consistent. It's clockwork. You have to like.
She has to download an app so she knows when her ovulation is and all that shit. But
I don't think we ever did that. So I guess we might have never tried to have kids.
You ever thought of freezing your sperm now while it's still good?
41. I don't think it's good anymore.
You're gonna go get it tested.
The expiration date is fucking.
Go get it tested.
Go get it tested.
Hey, after I got my vasectomy, you're supposed to go back and get it tested. I never did. So like I just been life's a risk or not. I just been risking it. So far that was like 3 years ago. So far so good. I think
it worked.
I'm 37, so the vasectomy plus my old age, I think I'm doubled out. Like
I think you're great.
But like I said, I always wanted a son, but I'm okay having kids. You know, the 2 daughters. Like it wasn't meant to be. You know, like I'm okay with that.
That's plus, you don't need a son. You don't need more kids.
Like I said, just as a man, you just want a boy. You know, like I want a junior. You know, like.
Really?
One with nicer hair than me.
That won't happen. Genetics don't work like that.
I lost my hair like 3 years ago. I still could grow hair, but I just started like during COVID. Like you couldn't get haircuts anywhere. Mm-hmm. My fucking front was already thinning, and I just been shaving it ever since. Like I don't have beautiful hair. Like you're lucky. You're 41.
Thank you.
You still have a beautiful lock of head.
That's the one thing that I did inherit from my father. My father didn't start. He didn't start losing his hair till his like mid 50s.
I'm a trendsetter. Nobody in my family, not my uncles, my cousin. Actually, I lied. One uncle is going bald now, but he's like he's like his late 40s. But my mom, my dad, my grandparents, they all had good hair. I'm the first person.
Testosterone, isn't it?
I guess. I don't know.
You have a good head for getting your head shaved, though.
That's what I tell people all the time. I have good head. I tell my wife, she doesn't like my shaved head. I'm like, at least I have a decent shaped head, you know?
Yeah,
like,
it's smooth. It's not. It's like there's some guys that have the whole fucking
the dog rolls and
rolls, hamburger rolls in the back, and
I have like one in the back.
But you should. One is fine. One is
that's normal.
A single from In-N-Out, that's fine. You know what I mean?
Your head needs to stretch.
Doubles and shit. No, that's bad.
That's what I was told the last cast. I was like, how do you even shave when they have all those rolls? You have to like spread it like a vagina to shave it.
Yeah, I think you do. Yeah.
No, but I've saved money doing haircuts now. I just do it myself. But I can grow hair. I just don't care anymore, you know?
Your wife misses the hair?
Yeah, she's like, I love doing it. Because I used to have like a sick-ass comb-over, like a nice pompadour, beautiful hair. And then...
I've never heard the word sick-ass pompadour.
It was sick. Hey, I'll send you a picture later. It was beautiful. I used to have beautiful hair. And then God said, fuck you. Now you want to be funny? All right, here, you're fat and bald now. Like, so... At least I can grow a decent beard. Like my brothers, they have good hair, but they have shitty beards. They can't grow a beard.
This is about as much as I got. I have to shave, or else it gets gets patchy and gross.
If I started taking biotin to help, but then I started getting long nails. It didn't help the top of my head, but it helped my beard. So
biotin is what helps.
Biotin's it's like a hair, skin, and nail vitamin.
I need whatever's going on with my pubes up here, because it's just the pubes. They fucking grow like someone's not taking care of a lawn, but up here is nothing.
Like Jim Carrey, he says, remember Jim Carrey grows his random beard? He's like, when you see a beard here, there's no beard down there. Have you seen him recently? Like, he's all like, do you believe that that's really him, or that's just like some fucking guy pretending to be him?
It might be him with plastic surgery.
That's what people don't get. Like, he's fucking old now. He's like probably in his 60s, and they all get plastic surgery because they want to keep their face
and then they end up looking weird. Nobody wants to admit that the mask looks like the mask now. You paint his face green, he looked like the mask.
He's starting to look like a lesbian now or something like.
Yeah, there's a lesbian comic out there.
Hey, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, she looks like Jim Carrey. Hey, it's crazy.
She played at the Chatterbox, and I believed it was her daughter. She would talk about that I'm his daughter. I think she was just fucking around.
Yeah, of course.
But I believed it. I was like, holy shit, she looks just like her dad. I believed it.
Nah, she's just a doppelganger, man.
Maybe it was her at the whole time at the awards or something.
She's also very funny, though.
I've seen her at the Chatterbox.
It's a huge, it's a curse and a blessing, her looking like Jim Carrey, but, she adds to it by, being hilarious and original.
Yeah, because I first saw her at the Chatterbox. I didn't know like who she was, and I saw her there, and then
We still don't know who she is because we were not saying her name.
I don't remember her name. I just
Jim Carrey comic.
I was at the Chatterbox because I saw you for the first time.
Really?
Yeah, I saw you there like a few years ago. You said,
Oh
right?
shit, that was probably like the last time I've been there.
Yeah, I saw because I first seen you online through your little skits or your clips or whatever, and then I seen you were gonna be at Chatterbox, and at the time I was maybe like a year and a half into comedy, and
Okay.
I'd been going to Chatterbox to do stand up and shit, and then I seen you were gonna be there, and I was like, hell yeah! And then comics get in free, so I was like, fuck yeah.
Let's go.
So sorry, I didn't pay to see you, but I got to.
I don't care.
I got to come watch you for. I got bumped. I was sitting in the back, and then they let like more, people come, like real patrons come, and if
Yeah.
you're a comic there for free, you're losing your seat. So I got bumped. So I was just standing in the corner, but you fucking killed it though. It was a great show.
Appreciate that. That's how it works at the store too. Comics go like if it's like light as far as show, they'll let you up front. But as soon as audience starts to come in, you got to go to the very.
I respected it. Like I was there for free, and I was
Yeah.
just hanging out. And like, but yeah, it was a great fucking show. I love that place. It was a good spot.
Honestly, it's a great way to that mic is one of the I'm like you'll develop here. You can develop as a comic here.
I've always done well there. Someone told me like IE comics are afraid to go there. I was like, since when? Like, what are you talking about? Like, maybe your little group of friends, but like everybody I know has always done well there. Like,
Is there a hipster scene in the IE?
not that I know.
Like people who like fucking are like over comedy.
That's maybe what's that fucking city? Palm Springs maybe. Like I think Palm Springs is. Have you heard of the Rock Gallery?
Yeah, I've been to the Rock Gallery.
I did the Rock Gallery one time too, but that to me that would be the hipster.
Really.
To me, that's my opinion, people. I'm just saying, like a lot of the comics there, like IE is IE people. We're fucking hood motherfuckers, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, like I said, I've done it. OC, IE. I've done. Like I said, I attempted to do LA one time, but just I don't know anybody out there. Like I've been invited to do like bringer shows, but like I don't know anybody who can fucking come to my shows. You know, like
Yeah.
I'm 3 years in. When you first start, nobody gives a fuck. You know, like
Have you tried lying?
lying.
Yeah, about bringing people.
Well, they won't let you perform unless you have people.
Just
Like,
say they're over there. I've done that.
oh well, thank you for the info. I didn't.
Fuck you. I hate bringer shows.
All those black dudes are my friends.
And they go, okay. A lot of times go, okay. They can't prove it's not you.
I didn't know that. I've been invited. They're like, oh, you have to bring 20 friends, and the tickets are $20. I'm like, I could barely get my family to come see my show.
Show up and go, yeah, I brought whatever X amount of people. They're like, okay.
Did you ever have that where people would be like, oh, when's your next show? And you tell them and they don't fucking show up?
All the time. That's comedy.
That's me now. Like I've had maybe a handful of family and friends come to in the 3 years I've been doing this to come to my shows. Like
Life happens a lot, and also like your friends or your family, like they're like, man, I'll see him next time. There's an I'll see him next time thing, or are you how good are you at stand-up? Because I wouldn't want anyone to come see me if I was like mediocre.
No, I'm comfortable. I think I'm okay. Like I think I do well. Like I've murdered pretty much every show I've been on. Like book show. Like I've bombed open mics a couple times, but that's
You're
open
supposed
mics.
to bomb at open mics.
But every show I've ever booked, I always kill it. I've never bombed a book show before.
Okay.
So I'm very confident in my material. So
yeah, because I was so grateful that my wife saw when we got together. I was 7 years in. So I was like, thank fucking God. There's no way you could because you were married. I can't even see how. Hey babe, I'm gonna start comedy.
This was my midlife crisis. I started at 34.
Yeah, I didn't start at 34, but I moved to LA at 34.
I've always been a fan of comedy. Like I said, I went and saw Felipe. Like I took a 10-year gap where then I started going to when we moved here. I used to live in Upland. We moved here. I lived closer to the Ontario Improv. And I just started going to see more comedy shows. I saw Big J, Jason Mewes, just started seeing more people. And that's when I was like, you know what? I want to try this. So Ontario Improv has an open mic once a month. And I went to watch the first one just to see how it went. And then I went from the one I was going to sign up for. I froze on stage.
Oh.
I was like, I didn't know how it worked. Like how much they give you 3 minutes. I didn't know timing. I didn't know anything.
Yeah, of course.
I froze on stage. I forgot what I was talking about. And then the last minute, I was like, I just scratched whatever bits I was on. And then I just went for the last few that I had. And I did well. And then after that, I was just hooked. And it's just, I've been doing it ever since.
Yeah, that'll happen. I've only ever froze on stage once. The second time I did it. Second time I ever did it.
The second time I froze on stage, it was another open mic. I was just drinking all night, and I was one of the last ones to go on.
Yeah.
I didn't even think I was gonna go on. And by the time I went on, I was spaced out on space dust. And I went up there. I did a bit and it got a huge pop, and then I just forgot what I was talking about. I was just like, what the fuck?
That's hilarious.
What are we laughing at?
I think anxiety and nerves are the worst. Like it's the worst for stand up in general. Some people argue like it's alcohol or drugs. I don't know. I feel like anxiety over everything else.
My new rule is I drink one before, one after. I don't go heavy on the drinking anymore. Like I control myself now.
I go back and forth with rules, you know. Like I used to go, I'm gonna go up sober. Right now, I'm in a sober kick, so I'll go up generally pretty sober. But I used to go up 100 milligrams of edibles. I used to go up fucking
I've never done it high.
mushrooms. I used to go up fucking.
If I was high, I would bomb for sure. Like
yeah.
I'm not a smoker. I'm not. That's never been my thing. It's always made me paranoid, and I couldn't do it. Like,
Yeah.
I'd be sweating bullets up there. But okay, we're almost at our end. So before we go, like where do you see yourself next in the next? Like what have you? I know you've accomplished a lot in the last 14 years. You've been doing comedy. Like, what's your future goals? What do you want to do?
I mean, it seems impossible, but it probably not. I want to write scripts. I want to sell a TV show. Yeah, I would love to sell I'm more of an animated series, but everybody's getting one. Like nobody knows how shit like that works.
Start a YouTube one. Those are easy.
Yeah, those are. Yeah.
Find an animator in LA.
Yeah.
Find somebody.
Yeah, I mean, I'd also need like a producer, someone to help me, executive producer, someone to help me fund this type of shit. It's just hard. Do I cop out and go with really good AI, which I might do? And then like every artist, everybody hates you for doing that, but it's like this is what I can afford.
I guarantee you in Hollywood, you can collab with someone. All you guys, you do the voiceover, they do the animation, someone does the writing, whatever, and just collab, and the money will come later, you know.
And I want to sell an animated series more than I want to like be able to sell tickets. Selling tickets would be great to be able to go on the road and tour, but man, I've been watching The Simpsons, Family Guy, fucking Ren and Stimpy. I grew up. It's the type of shit that taught me English. It is. I mean, it's growing up.
You learned English from Ren and Stimpy?
100%.
South Park?
South Park.
You're like, screw you guys, I'm going home.
Yeah. Screw you guys, I'm going home. Yeah. So shit like that. So like even Disney. I'm not like a Disney head. But I grew up watching Lion King. I
loved all the Disney Channel movies like Brink.
Oh shit!
Remember that movie? Brink?
No, I didn't watch any of the Disney, but I it was around. I just never got into it.
Brink was like an inline skating.
Okay.
It's a great movie. Like
no, yeah.
All of Disney Channel's like live action like movies were great. Like,
and then like they hit the perfect market. I feel like if you did watch Disney Channel growing up, you kind of became a level-headed person a little bit.
Hey, but at least Disney's not Nickelodeon. Those.
Oof. Oof. Yeah.
Hey, I haven't heard any Disney people talk about their horror stories. Nickelodeon, yes.
Let's go Nickelodeon live action. Nickelodeon animation, pretty tame. Like they didn't do anything. They didn't have a foot pool.
I didn't know. Like as a kid, I was a huge Ren and Stimpy fan. Like I watch it now as an adult. I'm like, God, this was just like porn.
Because it was porn.
Like Ren,
you know that, right?
Yeah, I remember an episode where like Ren was pregnant and he was pregnant and he just ended up having to take a fat shit, but it was supposedly Stimpy was pregnant and it was supposedly Ren's kid, and like the whole episode they're like husband and wife and shit. Like
yeah, because it was a weird adult cartoon that they turned PG for marketability.
There was a rated R version eventually, like maybe like 10 years.
It was beforehand. You don't know that.
I don't remember, but I remember at one point there was an adult version like on the DVD.
Yeah.
It was like they showed tits.
Probably brought it back.
Tits and nipples and a girl in the shower, and like they're like at the gym watching this girl shower, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Fucking Rocko's Modern Life, all that shit. So like it would be a dream of mine to sell animation, but it's hard. Everybody has the same exact dream.
But see, you have a very unique voice for animation. Like,
thank you.
I feel like I do too. Like people make fun of me the way I talk. Someone told me I sound like the fucking the mobsters from The Simpsons. Like I don't see it, but people say that I do. So, but I don't know. I think I would love to do voiceovers.
Of course.
Too. Like,
and it's not for the reasons that some it'd be such an easy job. Like I don't want it to be easy. I want this shit to be hard. I love how hard it is to get stuff. It gives me anxiety and I'm frustrated. I always like, how's next month gonna look?
Nothing worth having is ever easy to get.
Know. A little secret piece of me loves the anxiety, loves how hard shit is, but man, it's fucking hard. Shit.
But anyways, so it's been great having you here.
Thank you for having me.
I know you got somewhere to be. We're cutting this short, but
No, this was fun.
if you ever want to come back out here, we can have you again. I know
we're gonna have to do a night cast or an early cast.
It was a tough trek for you out here, but anyways, do you have anything you want to promote? Any shows you want to promote?
Yeah, brother. I got a show at the Comedy Store April 9th for anybody who's coming out to LA. April 9th, and then I have a show in San Diego May 15th over at the Yellow Door.
And let the viewers know where they can find you.
Find me at saulcomedy.com, at saulcomedy on Instagram, and at saulcomedy on TikTok.
Are you on TikTok?
Yeah, you got.
I'm on TikTok too, but I have no following.
Brother, I barely put any effort in. Like one video will pop, and then hella followers, and then I won't go back to it for a week. I treat my TikTok and my Facebook they're like a desert fucking that I don't even visit. I should be visiting.
I noticed, like, I'll put a clip on Instagram, I'll put a clip on TikTok, I'll put a clip on YouTube, and they just each one will do better than the other. It's weird. Like the algorithms are weird.
Yeah, the algorithms are different, and as soon as you master that, then which I still haven't mastered, you gotta hire a guy.
There's like a science to it where like you have to release at a certain time on a certain day.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. As soon as I have it, I post that shit. So.
If you think right now, I would say 6 o'clock. Just because you got to think of people getting off work wanting to brain rot. The first thing they want to do is like, I don't want to fucking talk about work. I don't want to do nothing. I want to see puppies. I want to see basketball highlights. I want to see whatever. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So 6 o'clock.
All right, I'll take that into consideration. All right, guys, you guys can follow me on my Instagram, my personal Instagram, AndyC_comedy. And if you would like, you can follow the Crimson Comedy Show on Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, and all right, guys, it's been fun.
It's been great.
Thanks for coming. I appreciate you taking your time out of your busy schedule.
No problem.
All right, good night, guys.
Talk to you later.